I teach because the joy that I see when it clicks for a kid is the most amazing thing. I think it's so wonderful to see that they realize that they're capable. Throughout all the lessons that I teach, I make sure to do formative assessments. So we'll do a check-in, like thumbs up, sideways thumbs, thumbs down, how they're feeling on the content. I also make sure that I walk around and monitor as they're working, so that way if they don't feel comfortable raising their hand and telling their answers, I can still see how they're doing. I am Maggie Wetzel, and I am a future elementary teacher. I went to school for marine biology. I did my undergrad with environmental and sustainability studies, and I love marine biology. I've always loved the ocean and the beach and learning more about it. But as I went through with my college career, I realized all the jobs that I was leaning towards had to do with teaching kids about the ocean instead of doing research like I originally had planned. My senior year of college, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, couldn't decide, and my little cousin, he looked at me in the eyes and goes, "Maggie, you're really good with kids." And at that moment I was like, wait a second, I kind of am. Maybe I should do something with this. So he really was the reason I decided to go back and get my master's and become a teacher instead of marine education. For my students, each and every day I try to check in with them. I ask them about their weekends, what they're doing after school, what their favorite things are. Anytime I get the chance to bring what we're learning into their actual lives and connect to their real world experiences, I think that that's really helpful for them to learn, and then also helpful for me to get to know them as kids instead of just as students. My most memorable experience was probably the first time that I got the class to settle down on my own. It was like groundbreaking for me to realize like, oh wait, I can do this. I can hold their attention and I can get them to focus on me, and I can bring them back and we can have a good learning discussion without it getting off the rails. And I have that ability, and I thought that it was the coolest feeling ever.
Okay, so what is next?
2-6.
And then?
With those formative assessments, I try to go through and figure out what they need most, and from that we pull them, me and my cooperating teacher pull them for small group time and can focus in on those little areas that they just need to rebuild their skills or be retaught. I try to go to the after school events that we do. We had a big Black History Month event and it was beautiful, and it was great to see all the kids just so energetic about things that they care about and get to perform. And it's just, as much as I can do, I try to do, because I think it's really important, even as a student teacher, for them to know that I'm here and that I care about them. And I think forming that relationship of respect, and they know that I love them. And by making, in the early years, know that they have someone and that I'll be there, and bringing good energy every day and really listening to them, I think that's why I teach, just so that they can be the best that they can be and I can be someone along the way to help them on that path.